Intuitive art isn't about creating something perfect. It's about creating a space where your soul can speak. I believe our souls speak in a language of color and movement, a language our logic can't always understand. Today, we're using art as a mirror for what's happening within. This process isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you already are. So take a breath, soften your body, and let this moment be just for you. Your soul doesn't speak in words. It speaks in feeling, color, movement, and intuition. With this in mind, we'll follow 3 gentle anchors: color, materials, and movement. These give your intuition a safe place to play. Before choosing any materials, I closed my eyes and let the colors come to me. I saw moss, forests, winding trails, and a soft glow of sunlight. These became my guide, but not in a rigid way. Instead, I saw those forests and golden light as a feeling to return to. And if those colors had changed along the way as I painted, I would have followed that too. This isn't about creating something to prove, to sell, or to share. It's about meeting yourself through your brushstrokes. Once the colors came through, I chose the materials I felt most drawn to. I knew I wanted to incorporate pressed flowers, leaves, and collage. So I gathered what felt alive to me, what I felt pulled to grab. And some materials I didn't end up using at all, and others, which I hadn't planned on, seemed to choose me along the way. As you choose your colors and materials, notice what calls to you. Not what looks good together, but what feels like something inside you is reaching. And if you're curious about the materials I'm using, I've linked them in the description below. Writing words or phrases into my artwork is a practice I've been returning to for a few years. They feel like quiet messages from my soul to myself and to anyone who resonates. And as I add layers, those words become partially hidden, but fragments of them remain, softly whispering beneath the surface. It's not the clarity of the words that matter, it's the energy they carry. With color and materials in place, we move into the final anchor, movement. This is where you begin to let go. You let your hands lead. Your mind might try to direct the process, but your hands speak a quieter, more honest language. See what happens when you trust them. One way I like to support this is by using my fingers to move the paint. Touching the artwork makes the experience more intimate, more connected. This isn't about control. It's about allowing. It's about letting go. Here I'm beginning the collage layer. This isn't meant to be a step-by-step tutorial. It's an offering of inspiration, a sharing of possibilities. If collage calls to you, then follow that. And if it doesn't, that's perfectly okay too. Your process is yours. It will never look exactly like mine, and it isn't meant to. So as you watch, remember, you don't have to use the same materials or take the same steps. Let this simply spark ideas for your own intuitive flow. In this piece, my first layers were acrylics and inks. Then came collage. And after that, more layers of acrylic paint over top. And then the pressed orchids and ferns. As I work, I try to stay both intentional and open. I'm mindful not to cover up what I love, allowing traces of earlier layers to remain visible, like little whispers of what came before. This is why I often begin with transparent paints, saving the more opaque brushstrokes for later. It creates depth, history, and softness within the piece. The process becomes a balance between listening to what the artwork wants to become and gently guiding it with care. I listen deeply to what my soul is telling me, and it's in my heart, and it's with my hands that she guides me. If you ever feel stuck or notice yourself trying to control the outcome, try switching to your non-dominant hand. It gently quiets that perfectionist mind, which I have, and many people do. And it opens a space for something more intuitive to come through. Create from a feeling, not an idea. Instead of asking, what should I paint? Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? And how might that feel in color, texture, or movement? Let the art hold what you don't have words for. Some things aren't meant to be spoken. They're meant to be expressed. As you paint, see each layer as part of a conversation. Nothing is a mistake or something to cover up. Each mark is a response. Each mark you make has a purpose to it, a dialogue between you and something deeper within you. For the final layer, I used oil paint. Oils bring a richness and depth that I haven't been able to recreate with any other medium. They feel like a quiet, beautiful way to bring a piece to rest. There may be moments where you feel resistance. I definitely felt that as I painted these paintings. But it's a good reminder to not be worried about how your art is looking. So try your best. No matter how it looks, try your best to stay with it if you can. Imperfection can be a doorway. Sometimes the moment that something feels wrong is the moment when something real is trying to emerge. Maybe your soul has been speaking all along. This is simply a way to listen. If you feel called to create an intuitive piece from this video, I would love to hear what you experienced. You're welcome to share in the comments or tag me on Instagram so I can see your work. And if the style of creating resonates with you, please let me know. I really would love to know, because I would love to share more of these videos with you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in another video.